Hello, my dear kids. How are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine. Myself, Falguni Bhatt from Srimati LPSAVANI VIDHYABHAVAN. In today's video, I am going to teach you chapter number 3, Voice of the Crystal, in English Literature Standard 2nd. Voice of the Crystal. This is a very beautiful and interesting story of a crystal ball and a little shepherd boy. So kids, it's story time. Let's go. There lived a shepherd boy, Nasir, in a village in India. He lived with his father, mother, and grandparents. They were a poor family and had only few sheep in their farm. They had very little money for their living. Every morning, Nasser would take the sheep up the hills and find a grassy place for them to graze. One such morning, Nasir went up the hill and spotted a good place. He let the sheep graze and he sat under a tree and started playing his flute. Listening to the flute's tune, Nasir's sheep walked around grazing. Suddenly, Nasir saw something shining behind the flower bushes. He walked towards the bushes and found a crystal ball. The crystal ball was glittering like a colorful rainbow. He took it in his hand and kept it turning around and around. What could this be? He thought to himself. All of a sudden, Nasir heard a voice from inside the crystal ball. It said, "You can make a wish that your heart desires, and I will fulfill it." Nasir was surprised as well as scared. He gathered his sheep, put the crystal ball into his bag, and rushed home. He showed the crystal ball to his parents and grandparents. He told them what the crystal ball had told him. Nasir told his family members about the crystal ball everything. They thanked God for this gift and decided not to misuse the crystal ball and never become greedy. Every morning they asked for food and at times a few clothes. Their wishes were all fulfilled. They became happier day by day. This led the villagers to think that there was something unusual happening at Nasir's home. A few villagers decided to hide and watch Nasir's house. The next morning, when the family was talking to the crystal ball, the villagers were shocked to see it. So, this is the magic that is making Nasir's family happy. We should also have it, said the villagers. They decided to steal it and get what they wanted. The next day, when Nasir took the sheep up the hill, a few villagers sneaked into his house and stole the crystal ball. Everyone became greedy. Each one snatched the ball from the other and asked for more and more things. They became jealous of one another and fought with each other. Nasir was sad to see the villagers become bad. He decided to throw the crystal ball into the ocean to bring peace and happiness back to his village. One night, when all were asleep, Nasir secretly took the crystal ball that was kept in the center of the village. He walked to the ocean near the village. Nasir lifted the crystal ball high up with his hands and said, "Pardon me for my deed. I have to part with you for the sake of the villagers." Saying so, he threw the crystal ball into the ocean. The crystal ball tossed up and down along the waves. Nasir was unhappy, for losing his good friend. But after some time, he listened to the magic voice of the crystal ball. Speak again. It said, Nasser, do not worry. I will always be your friend. You and your family were good to me. I shall always fulfill your wishes. Close your eyes and think of me. Whatever you wish for will be granted. Saying these words, the crystal ball disappeared into the ocean. Nasir went back home gladly. Back home, he found the villagers were searching for the crystal ball. Nasir told the villagers that God spoke in his dream, saying, Your village people have turned bad, so I am taking the crystal ball back. The villagers felt ashamed when they heard this. They promised one another not to fight among themselves. They hugged each other and went back home happily. Since then, there was happiness in the village. They celebrated every occasion together. They sang, they danced, and enjoyed together. The crystal ball's magic was kept with Nasser's family. As told by the crystal ball, his family closed their eyes and wished for food whenever they required. Whenever Nasser missed his good friend, he went to the ocean and talked with him and felt happy. Now, kids, this was all about the story of the crystal ball and the shepherd boy Nasser. In this chapter, we came across few new words. Kids, let's have a look on them. SHEPHERD, shepherd. FLUTE, flute. GLITTERING, glittering. GREED, greedy. GRAZE, graze. SNATCHED, snatched. Few more new words. PEACE, peace. DEED, deed. CRYSTAL, crystal. SNEAKED, sneaked. TUNE, tune. PARDON, pardon. JEALOUS, jealous. DESIRES, desires. FULFILL, fulfill. STEAL, steal. MISUSE, misuse. These were the hard words from the chapter. Now kids, I hope you enjoyed the story very much and have learned few good values from this chapter and from this story, that you should never be greedy and never be jealous with anyone. Be kind to everyone and be good to everyone. And be happy and contented and satisfied with whatever you have in your life. That's all, kids. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Stay at home. Bye-bye.